6 degrees in Melbourne, early cloud this morning, clearing to a fine and sunny afternoon with a top of 28 degrees. It's 4 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Alan Pearsall. Public transport in Melbourne will change from today with the launch of the city's first low-floor trams.
Melbourne is Australia's most livable city, renowned around the world for its superb quality of life, its remarkable public buildings, its stunning urban architecture and its beautiful parks and gardens. As the nation's sporting capital, we're home to Australian rules football, the Australian Formula One Grand Prix, the Australian Tennis Open and of course the race that stops the nation, the Melbourne Cup. We're also the fashion capital of Australia. We love to dress up, whether it's a night at the theatre or just catching up for a bite with good friends on a sunny afternoon. We're also a passionate city. We're proud of our bustling cafe culture, our thriving local produce markets, our world-renowned restaurants and of course our superb wine regions. Yet there's one element that binds all of this together from dawn till dusk every day of the year, linking communities safely, cleanly and efficiently, and that's the marvellous modern Melbourne tram system.
Melbourne is a modern cosmopolitan city on the move, and a city on the move needs a modern public transport system. For a city to grow and develop, it has to be accessible with integrated and affordable transport solutions. Here in Melbourne, we have that network, and the services of Yarra Trams are a vital part of life in our city for more than 22 hours each day. We're a city in love with our trams, and Yarra Trams is in love with Melbourne, bringing people closer together and linking communities with new trams, new routes and better services.
We need a vision. The public transport operators need to have a vision, and I think Yarra has led the way. They've come to Melbourne with experience of operating trams in Europe, and they've brought that European vision. That's one where there is a mass use of public transport, where patronage grows, where you use new rolling stock and new ideas, and we've found that very useful in introducing to an already operating public transport network. It's given a new, fresh breath of life. It's really invigorated public transport in Melbourne.
Each day, hundreds of thousands of commuters take a tram from home to school to work to sport and then back again on the third largest tram system in the world and the only remaining metropolitan tram network in Australia. Yarra Trams is a joint venture partnership between two companies, the major Australian outsourcing solutions specialist Transfield Services and Europe's leading integrated urban transport operator Transdev. Since acquiring the franchise from the State Government of Victoria in August 1999, the partners have worked hard to markedly improve services and upgrade infrastructure. As a result, passenger growth has increased by 26% and fare evasion has been progressively reduced.
You know, I strongly believe that the main important people in this business are the staff, the workforce, and specifically the frontline staff, who has to provide a very high quality of service and to create this relationship with our customer to improve the quality of our service and to provide a world-class quality of service.
Good evening from Peter Mitchell. A landmark day for Melbourne's public transport system today, with our first ever low-floor trams taking to city streets. Yarra Trams has invested $100 million in the new Citadis vehicles, which provide easy access for disabled and mobility impaired passengers. In this 7 News exclusive, Jonathan Creek took to the streets aboard Melbourne's trams of the future.
Being able for the first time in my life to jump on a tram and travel around Melbourne independently via the low-floor trams is amazing. It's something I never thought would happen in my lifetime.
So what is the Yarra Trams' vision for Melbourne's tram system? The answer is found along Route 109, which links Port Melbourne to Box Hill via historic Collins Street in the city. At the major passenger interchanges of the Town Hall, Spring Street and St Vincent's Plaza, elevated platform superstops allow disabled and mobility impaired passengers, as well as those travelling with prams, easy access in and out of the Citadis trams. Yarra Trams has also made a positive and dynamic contribution to passenger safety by constructing suburban curb access stops where the curb is extended to the tram line.
The biggest challenge facing infrastructure has been in our renewal projects. We had a vision when we went into the business that we wanted to ensure that the infrastructure matched the rest of the operating system, and we were working for a world-class operator, so we had to have world-class infrastructure. And that's been our biggest challenge, to bring the infrastructure up to that standard.
However, it's the green carpet of lawn between the tracks on approach to the Box Hill terminus which illustrates how essential infrastructure can be functional as well as visually appealing. And the great news is not one tree was removed to make way for the tram. In fact, more were planted.
We have 3 major objectives. The first one is to contribute to a better environment. The second one is to improve the efficiency of our service. And the third one is to improve the accessibility of our network. Route 109 project is a showcase. We want to demonstrate that we can beautify the city, beautify the environment, to improve and to increase the frequency of the tram, to reduce the journey time.
So positively have these major improvements been accepted that the Town Hall Superstop has received the John Truscott Design Foundation Award for good design, innovation and functionality.
We want to increase the number of people using public transport from its current base of around 9% to around 20%. We've set a target date of the year 2020.
It's clear that in Melbourne, public transport is changing and Melburnians are loving the changes.
They're fast and efficient and always on time, and they're always there, which is good.
I like the fact that we have these new trams here with the low floors, and I like how the tram driver always tells me where I am, just in case it's dark inside and I can't see.
I like that they come quite often, so I don't have to look at a timetable and wonder when to get down there and catch one. There's always a tram going into the city.
Yarra Trams is a major event specialist responsible for moving hundreds of thousands of passengers attending Melbourne's international events. Each year we work with the Australian Formula One Grand Prix to move racegoers to and from the Albert Park circuit. For those off to the Australian Open, shuttle trams move spectators to Melbourne Park. And on that one day in September, footy fans off to the grand final at the MCG get there in comfort and style.
Having an event incorporate the price of the tram ticket into the admission of that event is definitely the way to go for special events. Trams can move a lot of people very quickly to and from the event, and it beats the car hands down.
So what's it like to work at Yarra Trams?
What I really like about Yarra is Yarra really wants to run trams.
I've been involved with public transport now for well over 30 years, and this is the first time that I've seen something positive being done towards public transport and how it fits into the Melbourne fabric.
Yarra Trams is a progressive company.
Yarra Trams is a great company to work for and be part of. It's progressive attitude, it's positive outlook, and it's looking after the needs of customers with disabilities. It's first class.
Far from standing still, Yarra Trams is looking towards the future. Low-floor trams, superstops and route extensions are only the beginning.
Yarra Trams is a dynamic company. It's forward-looking. It understands the need to deliver better services to tram customers, and it's getting on with that job.
With the commitment of our staff, together with passengers, local businesses, councils and the State Government of Victoria, Yarra Trams has a vision to revolutionise tram travel for the whole of Melbourne.
I think the future is very exciting. It's very exciting because we have to continue to modernise the system. We have to continue to improve the efficiency of our services, and we can dream of a very modern tram system where we provide, say, a tram every 3 minutes without timetable and with a reduced journey time to be definitely competitive with the car.